Happy New Year. I know I haven't been back on the channel since the end of December, but a lot has been going on here in the fish room as well as in my life. So let me catch you up. So after Christmas, things started to settle down and or at least so I thought they were going to. I have been a busy little bee with all the fish, and also, just to give you a quick little rundown, I have two cousins. One is a boy, one is a girl, and they're brother and sister. Both of them have been like my brother and my sister my whole life because I am the only child and I was raised with them. I got a huge shock Christmas that my cousin Heather was expecting a baby boy. So I get to be Auntie Shasha again. This is the first baby in my family since I was born. So this is a really big deal, and I have gone insane with buying clothes, and it's been awesome. So also, I've been busy with that too. She's been wanting to plan her baby shower, and she's been going over names with me and all this stuff. So, right after that, my best friend got a job after having her second daughter, and her first child is a little over a year and a half old. Her second is 3 months old. So that was a really big deal for her, and she needed a babysitter, and that was going to be me. So I've been babysitting, and it's been really hard to film when you've got two little ones, and you know, one's crying and the other wants to play and making a bunch of racket. So that's kind of another reason why I haven't been on lately. Also this week I planned on getting this video out Monday, but I wasn't able to do that. While I was babysitting the children, the oldest child had a seizure on me, and thankfully with my nursing background I knew what to do. I had to call her mom home from work, and she was taken to the state children's hospital to be monitored, and she is still there. I've been visiting her and also babysitting the youngest daughter as well, but today I don't have her. Her grandmother has her. So I finally get a chance to film this video. So much has gone on, but the fun thing that has happened that has been really cool as far as the fish go is I had more babies, and they are not Night and Comet's babies. They are actually Sakara and Dodge's fry, and those two are my East Coast Ranchu Orandas, which I got in March. And as you guys have probably known for a long time if you've been watching my channel, I have been wanting to breed those two for a long time, pretty much since I got them, and they just would not have it. And I don't like trying to, you know, hand spawn or anything like that. I prefer that they release the eggs on their own if they can. And I've just been watching them, and I haven't really noticed that Sakara had any eggs really. So I thought, well, I'll just try in the spring, you know, especially because now I've been raising these guys. So I really didn't have a need for more fry right now. And for those of you that don't know, Sakara and Dodge had a bit of a stressful trip to me. So I knew that it was going to take them a while to de-stress, so to speak, and to get used to their tank and so on, because it was not a fun delivery process for them or for me. Unfortunately, they were shipped through FedEx, and I do not like FedEx. If you've got any fish from me in the past, you will know that I don't use FedEx. Unfortunately, they got lost and they were delayed in shipment. So by the time that I got them, they were so stressed out that I was afraid that they would be dead. But thankfully they were not. They were just really stressed out. So they lived in one of my 40-gallon breeders for most of their life with me. And then a few months ago, I moved them over to a 60-gallon in my bedroom. once I got rid of those 40s and replaced it with the 125, I decided to move them in there, and they've done really, really good. And lo and behold, I woke up a few days before New Year's and found some eggs. And I can't say that I was actually shocked, because I had noticed that Dodge had been chasing her, and I noticed that she was a little more plump than she normally was. So I kind of suspected that there was eggs, but I wasn't sure if he was going to chase her, if she was going to release them, or if she was going to reabsorb them. So I've been watching them pretty closely, and they obviously had decorations in their tank, wood, and several different artificial plants. So I knew that if they did spawn, the plants would catch them. But I went ahead and put in some spawning mops just in case. And then I think it was about 2 days before New Year's, I caught eggs in the tank. So immediately I took out all the stuff. I took out the wood that had some eggs on it, the plants, and the spawning mops, and put them in my 40-gallon tub and waited, basically. It took them 7 days exactly. And there's actually 2 separate spawns. The first spawn was released 3 days before the second. So you'll see when I show you the fish, you'll see some that are really, really large compared to some of them, and that's because they're 3 days ahead. So you'll notice that when I show you. But I was really excited to see, and there was probably 50-ish eggs or so, and unfortunately all of them were not fertile. I took them out for the first time this morning, and unfortunately all of them were not fertile. So their actual hatch date was January 5th, and then the second batch was, I think, January 7th or January 8th. So they're not too far off from each other, but it's still noticeable in the video when you see them. They are now completely off their egg sac. They're eating baby brine shrimp now, and probably in the next couple days I will introduce them to the steamed egg recipe, which I got them eating. I would like to introduce it to them earlier than I did the other fry, just to see what kind of results I end up getting with these guys. But so far there are 17 fish, which is a lot less than what Night and Comet spawns were, which I'm not super surprised, because I noticed a lot of the eggs weren't fertile, and I really didn't want a huge spawn anyway because I'm already raising some. So it really didn't hurt my feelings that there wasn't a lot. But I expect these guys to be pretty nice. I don't expect there to be a lot of culling to be involved, just because they're already part of Cynthia's line. So when I got them out this morning and I actually looked at them, I don't see anything noticeable that I need to cull for right now, but there's so little, it's really hard to see. I didn't see any like crooked spines or anything like I did with Night and Comets. So for now, I'm just going to keep an eye on them, and I probably won't actually look at them hard until they're about 2 weeks old. And when I do that, I will do a video on that so that you can see them up close as well. So before I show you the actual fry, here is their mom and dad, Sakara and Dodge. So those two are some of my favorite fish. They've grown to be really nice. Dodge actually was free when I purchased Sakara. At the time, Cynthia was running a special. If you bought a Oranda over 5 inches, you got a baby red Oranda, and he was my baby. And so he has grown into a very nice Oranda, and he is still growing up a storm. So I think they will have really nice babies. It'll be interesting to see them grow and see who they look like more, and all that. But here are the babies. So it is important to note that I did not net these fish out. When they are this small, if you use a net, you can potentially damage their fins or injure them, potentially kill them. So I don't use nets until they're about 3 to 4 weeks old and they're a little bit bigger. I actually used a cup and just cupped them out that way. That way I never actually touched them. As you can see, this is just a holding bowl for them while I was doing a water change on their tub. I wanted to get them out and do an actual count and see how many I had and what they look like. So there are 17. There's actually 16 in this shot, but there is 17. I found another one in the tub while I was filming this. So there are 17. And as you can see, the larger fish were the first spawn, and then the smaller ones are the second. So they should catch up pretty quick, I think, and soon you probably won't be able to tell that they're 3 days behind. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be doing regular updates on these guys as they continue to grow. And also, if you are not yet subscribed to my Instagram, you can follow me at Cheyenne Goldfish, and you will be able to see all my fish pretty much every day. I always post. And you'll also get updates on the fry back there as well. I know I'm a little bit behind on posting an update on them. That was planned this week too, but unfortunately it didn't happen with all the chaos that's been going on. Hopefully I'll have that out for you next week so you can get an up-close view of those guys. But if you haven't yet, you can check it out on my Instagram. I posted a video just this morning about them so you can see them up close and see their chubby little bellies. But that's all that I have for you today, and I'll see y'all next time.